The 23rd of May, it is 20 past 5. We are doing a daily analysis for the London session. Firstly, we'll go into Forex Factory, and we can see here that in approximately 40 minutes, which will take us to right on 6 p.m., we do have big news coming out, and then 45 minutes later, they have a hearing. So yeah, a bit of a news day today. I won't be trading either way until about, I'd say, 10 past 6, just so that the news can settle down, and also I just don't want to be in a trade now and then get caught out, especially with all the good work that we've been doing over the last 3 weeks. There's just no need for it. So getting out of that, going into the British pound on the daily, we can see that we are still in a significant overall uptrend, but we are starting to get to this area of demand here, this bit of this floor, which it has been rejected a few times. So whether we actually pierce through that, or it bounces off and starts to come back to the upside, I guess we'll find out. Moving to the 4 hour, we can see that this, as we zoom in, at the moment is actually in a downtrend. There's not really much to say. You can see that using the guppy ribbon, that is basically telling us that we are in an overall downtrend right now, in what we are trying to trade day to day. But overall, in the long scheme of things, at the moment we are still in an uptrend. But yeah, right now I am quite bearish, unless something news related changes our minds. So this is what we're looking at on the 1 hour. Been really happy with selling at the moment. A lot of the trades that we've been taking, I guess, high probability, high profit taking, have been thanks to getting in at good locations and selling and taking a nice bit of profit there. So as we can see, this is currently in around this zone here. It's going to test this zone, and whether it basically falls through this time, or whether it actually turns around and starts to come up, we'll have to wait and see. But on the 1 minute, as we zoom in, this is what we're talking about. This is kind of the zone of where it's about to be testing, which is, it will be interesting as to what happens there. But outside of that, a lot has to do with what's going to happen during the news, because there could be a number of things, whether it nothing really happens and we end up buying here and taking a nice profit, or it could drop all the way down here and then it's not really worth trading at all for the rest of the day, or it could do the opposite and come all the way up here and we might have a change of direction. So it's really hard to tell you what I'm planning on doing today. But yeah, news, when it does come out for the British pound, from what I've noticed, because we don't get a lot of news in the London session, when we do get it, it does move quite a lot. So yeah, that's kind of me for the session throughout the British pound wise. For the US 30, we'll quickly run through that. So as we can see, we're still sorry, we'll zoom out first. We've kind of pierced outside of this large downtrend, but we are starting to get closer to that. This is starting to come back down. There's a lot of news at the moment for the US, so this overall downtrend may still occur, and we may enter into this area. But that's this is a daily analysis, and this is over a long period of time. So I don't think we're going to be getting there anytime in the next month, but it's just something to be aware of. Moving closer to the 4 hour on the US 30, we can see that we are bearish. We're right in the middle here between this area of demand and this area of supply, and so I would be preferring to sell, but happy to buy as well, to be honest. But yeah, definitely would prefer to be selling if possible. One more time on the 1 hour. You can just see that we're right here. It's quite a large area of demand that it's currently in, and this is kind of the zone of interest. If we go to the 1 minute, and we can see this, and we can flick it back to the 1 hour. Try to make sense of it, of what we're trying to do. This is the area that we're trying to aim for. I would say that this is the kind of zone that's next. And so if we go back to the 1 minute, we zoom in, and those are the two zones that we are looking at. But as you can see, this is quite bearish overall. We kind of want to be conservative. I guess it's just it's quite difficult with news coming out, so it's kind of a lot of wait and see at the moment. But that's kind of what we're dealing with. Not really much more else to say. We will see how we go tomorrow morning when we do an end of day analysis. All right, thank you.